Can you talk a bit about how that gives our members that voice and how the co-op is run?
Yeah, absolutely. So we are governed by a board of 9 directors. In order to be eligible for a director, you do have to be a member of the cooperative. Every year, we have a different district, 3 different districts who are up for election. So every board director is up for a 3-year term. When our members have any sort of issue with things that are happening here at the co-op, of course, they can call us and they can talk to member services, and we will try to resolve those issues. But it doesn't stop there. If they have a problem that they still feel needs to be addressed, they can reach out to their board director, who can try to be a voice for them.
Welcome to the Power Hour, the official podcast of Henry County REMC. Our cooperative proudly brings reliable, safe electricity to Henry and parts of Fayette, Rush, Hancock, Delaware, Madison, Randolph, and Wayne counties. We're more than just an electric co-op. We're a community-driven force, powered by the people we serve. People like you. Welcome to the Power Hour, the official podcast of Henry County REMC. I'm Andrea Melton, your host, and today we are talking with someone whose work is essential to keeping our cooperative strong. It's our Chief Financial Officer, Amber Hauser. Amber, I'd like to start by talking just a bit about you and your very vital role here at the co-op, so our listeners and our members can get to know you a little bit. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
First off, Amber, can you tell us a bit about your background and what brought you here to Henry County REMC?
So I have lived in the Henry County area my entire life, raising my children here. They attended Tri-Elementary and high school, and I have been at Henry County REMC since 2012, so almost 13 years.
Wow, quite the tenure.
Yeah.
Has it gone by quickly?
In the blink of an eye.
It's amazing how that happens. When you started at Henry County REMC, what was your role then, and how has it evolved over the years to where you are now, our CFO?
Okay, so back in 2012, I started as a customer service rep. I worked in our front office for a couple of years, and then an opportunity became available in the accounting department. I had recently re-enrolled in some college courses and was learning all about accounting. So when the opportunity presented itself, I took advantage of that. So I've been in the accounting department for about 10 years in various roles.
Very cool. You know, that's one thing I really love about our industry and our cooperative specifically is that you see people get the opportunity to take roles in other departments, move up within the company. It's something really unique, I think, and consistent about electric cooperatives.
It's really awesome, and it's something that kind of dawned on me. Last year, we had a student group here, and while we were standing in the hallway talking to the students, I was like, yeah, everybody down this hallway, which was like 6 different people, we had all started in member services and had had various promotions along the way and ended up in different roles that allowed us to explore new opportunities.
That's so cool. So special. Amber, what are some of the most important responsibilities that you have as CFO at Henry County REMC?
I do a lot of monitoring of our dollars. So I am responsible for creating the annual budget, and I go through that budget monthly and track our progress, make sure that we are staying on track. A lot of what I do is some closing of the books for my accounting nerds out there. So that takes up about half of my month, is making sure that all the entries have been booked properly. To make sure that we are doing things by the FASB standards.
Okay. And what part of your work would you say that you find the most rewarding or impactful for you?
Outside of the numbers, the personal touch that we have with our employees and our members, that's very meaningful to me. So I know that we are talking about the financial role, but I am also over HR. And one of the things that I get to do with employees is help them with some career pathing. So when we are looking at new opportunities and growth for employees, it's just very fulfilling to be able to help them succeed in their journey, just in the little bit of direction that I can provide with these are the things that'll help you get there.
Henry County REMC is a not-for-profit electric cooperative. So how is our electric cooperative different from a for-profit investor-owned utility?
So the difference between a cooperative and an investor-owned utility is that shareholders own an investor-owned utility. So they typically serve densely populated areas. The more people that you can serve in a shorter distance, the more money you're going to make. Their rates often include a profit margin in addition to operating cost. Their profits are returned to shareholders, and they are governed by a board of directors that's chosen by those shareholders. Co-ops are different because we're owned by the members that we serve. We typically serve more rural areas with lower density. Our rates focus on cost recovery rather than profits. Any excess revenue is allocated back to the members in the form of capital credits, and we're governed by a board of directors who are elected by the members. Our board members live right here in our local area. They're members of our co-op.
Okay, thank you so much. That really covered a lot about what makes us different from those investor-owned utilities and how our members play such a big role in our cooperative. What are some unique ways that being a cooperative benefits our members financially or operationally? I know you talked about capital credits, so that would definitely be one of them. Also, can you talk about how decisions are made differently at a co-op versus a traditional utility?
So one of the main benefits, a huge difference between an investor-owned utility and a co-op, are capital credits. So our members are our owners. Every year, once the financials have been audited, any profits, that's what an investor-owned utility would call them, we call them margins. Any margins that are left over are allocated back to our members, and then they receive payment or a reduction in their bills depending on their member status. They receive that payment back in the form of capital credits.
And at our cooperative, members really do have a voice. We just had our Meet the Candidates event very recently. We didn't have any contested races this year in that election, but often we do, and our members elect our board of directors. Can you talk a bit about how that gives our members that voice and how the co-op is run?
Yeah, absolutely. So we are governed by a board of 9 directors. In order to be eligible for a director, you do have to be a member of the cooperative. Every year, we have a different district, 3 different districts who are up for election. So every board director is up for a 3-year term. When our members have any sort of issue with things that are happening here at the co-op, of course, they can call us and they can talk to member services, and we will try to resolve those issues. But it doesn't stop there. If they have a problem that they still feel needs to be addressed, they can reach out to their board director who can try to be a voice for them.
And that director would be the representative for the district in which that member lives. So every member of our cooperative does have one director who represents their area where they live.
Yes, that's right.
Amber, how do you, the board of directors, the rest of the leadership team here at Henry County REMC ensure that we are being good stewards of our members' money?
We have taken a really hard look at our budget the past several years, and we have tried to cut out any excess and make sure that we are being good stewards of the members' money. We want to make sure that we are following our mission, which states that we will provide reliable service that's cost-effective and safe. In order for it to be reliable, it does come with a cost. So we have to try to find that balance where we are doing the work to ensure that the members' lights stay on, but also that they can afford and be comfortable with.
Thank you very much. I think that was a really nice explanation. And I know as someone who sits in on those board meetings, the conversations are always centered around what's best for the members. So I'm happy to vouch for that. Thanks for talking about all of that, Amber. Really insightful stuff. There's another topic I want to get to, something that you've been integral in organizing and bringing to Henry County REMC for the first time, which is our first annual golf outing. It's called the Power Swing Classic, and everyone on the team is super excited about it. It's coming up August 23rd. Can you tell us a little bit more about the Power Swing Classic and where the idea for this charitable golf outing came from?
Absolutely. I am so excited about this golf outing. I am not a golfer. I am more excited about the fact that some of our team has come together and the fact that this will benefit so many members of our community. This idea came from Corey Murphy, who is a lineman apprentice. He will actually become a lineman very, very soon. But we were in a committee meeting and we were talking about raising money. And a lot of times we ask employees, hey, will you donate to such and such? It's for a good cause. And Corey's idea was that if we did a golf outing, we could raise a lot of money that would be very impactful for an organization. So last year, we had tried to collect some funds for Secret Families of Henry County, kind of on our own. And when Corey had the idea for the golf outing, he really wanted Secret Families to be our first recipient. So Secret Families of Henry County, they provide Christmas gifts for an entire family who is chosen by local educators. The teachers at every local school have the opportunity to nominate a student when they see that there might be some sort of need there. And then Secret Families will adopt that family and they provide $100 worth of Christmas gifts to every person in the household. They also provide some cleaning supplies, a gift card for food, and Christmas decorations. If the family doesn't have a Christmas tree, they will provide the Christmas tree, and they also provide every family with a Bible.
I know I've heard a lot about Secret Families since I moved to the area, and I came here right before the holiday season last year, and wow, what a tremendous impact they really have in our community. So I was definitely excited to learn that Secret Families would be the first recipient of the proceeds from the golf outing. And the plan is every year to choose a different local organization to benefit from this outing. Is that correct?
That is correct.
What has the response been like so far? We're a couple months into advertising the golf outing, the Power Swing Classic. What has the response been like from the sponsors and the community?
We've had a great response. I am very pleased with where we're at just a couple of months before the event. So we were selling whole sponsors. We have 4 holes left to be sponsored if we have anyone who would like to sponsor those. We have room for about 22 golf teams. At this moment, we have 7 team spots left. We have had a tremendous response from a few community organizations and a lot of our vendors.
That is wonderful. It's great to know that the community is taking an interest and organizations are already pitching in to help make this event a success and something that'll be really wonderful for Secret Families. For people who have signed up or are interested in signing up teams for that day, what can they expect that day? Any fun plans or special touches or surprises you'd like to share about what the day will hold?
So the Power Swing Classic will be held on August 23rd at Memorial Park Golf Course. We are having a shotgun start at 8:45 a.m. We have a hole-in-one sponsor, Scott Kuntz, who is on the Secret Families board. He is sponsoring a $10,000 hole-in-one contest. We are also having a men's and women's longest drive. Hoosier Automotive has sponsored a driver for the men's longest drive. And then we are also having 2 putting contests. Oh, and we are also having food, of course. You can't have an event without food. Knightstown Locker has agreed to sponsor hamburgers and hot dogs. So we will be providing a hamburger and hot dog lunch for all of our golfers.
That is fantastic. Big thank you to Knightstown Locker for doing that. So to register for the Power Swing Classic, either as a team or to sponsor, you can go to our website, www.hcremc.com. There is a community tab, and you will find a page for the Power Swing Classic Golf Outing under that community tab. And I think that page will be moved soon to the main page, so it'll be easy to find. We've also been sharing information on our social media pretty consistently about the Power Swing Classic. So definitely go looking through there or go to our website if you would like to learn more or register a team. And you said we have about 7 spots left for teams right now.
That's right. Andrea, we also have a Power Swing Classic Facebook page, and that houses shout outs to all of the vendors who have so graciously sponsored our event.
Well, Amber, I think we've come to the end of everything we wanted to discuss today. Before we go, is there anything that you would like our members to know about the co-op, the golf outing, or what's ahead for REMC?
Andrea, I think that we hit all the points that we really wanted to today. I would like a chance to remind our members that they are the reason that we're here, and we are so thankful for them.
Yes, we are. Well, Amber, it's been lovely chatting with you today, and thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to join us on the Power Hour.
Thanks, Andrea.
Have a great day.
You too.
And it's time now for your REMC wrap-up. It's time to vote. Earn an automatic $10 bill credit by voting to ratify our board election results. Though we didn't have any contested races this year, your final vote is still so important to our democratic process at Henry County REMC. You can vote in the Smart Hub app or visit ballot.coop/HCREMC to complete your ballot. That link to vote is also available on our website, and it was emailed to you. The voting window is June 5th through June 19th, so get your vote in soon and enjoy that complimentary $10 bill credit. I'd like to take a minute to share some safety information when it comes to downed power lines. Our operations team has emphasized that they really want all of our members to be familiar with this very important information. It can truly be life-saving. You should absolutely not get out of a car that is in contact with downed power lines unless there is an immediate threat to your life, like if the car's on fire. The ground around the car may be energized and you could be electrocuted or severely shocked. So, what do you do if a power line falls on your car? 1. Stay calm and remain inside the vehicle. 2. Call 911 immediately to report the emergency. 3. Warn others if necessary. Tell everyone to stay clear and stay at least 30 feet away from the vehicle. 4. If you must exit the vehicle, jump clear and land on both feet. Then, shuffle or hop away from the car with your feet close together so they are acting kind of like one single foot. This is really important. And 5. Wait for help. Wait for emergency personnel to handle this situation. Remember, you should treat all downed power lines as if they are energized, even if you suspect they're not. And please share this important information with your friends and your family. And that wraps up this episode of the podcast. Thank you so much for joining us for the Power Hour with Henry County REMC, where we don't just provide power, we empower.